Hello, everybody. The Quiet Atheist here, coming at you with another interesting video today. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this man right here. This morally superior Christian who is responsible for the death of a 2-year-old little girl because he thought that a sky wizard was going to somehow come down from the clouds and save this innocent little girl. Year after year, this garbage continues to happen over and over again. And to tell you guys the truth, I am getting sick of it. I am getting sick of the influence that Christianity has on people. Just look at what it does. Look at the innocent lives that it takes away. Let's get into this. The article starts it all by saying a pastor in a fundamentalist Christian sect that rejects doctors and drugs has been charged in the death of a child, his own granddaughter, from medical neglect. The novel prosecution is raising hopes among some advocates that it might spur change in a church that has resisted it. Faith Tabernacle Congregation has long told adherents to place their trust in God alone for healing. As a result, dozens of children, mostly in Pennsylvania, have died of preventable and treatable illnesses. Now, to be honest with you guys, I think that it is safe to say that I agree with what they are doing here. They are using a delusional and morally bankrupt Christian as an example of how not to be in society. Now, as far as I'm concerned, these Christians who have been involved with so many deaths involving innocent children have to be told that their belief in this imaginary character can no longer be permitted when it comes to the life of an innocent child. Look at what happens when it is permitted. Innocent children die because of it. Here's what I think. If these ignorant Christians refuse to take their children to the doctor, they should have their children taken away from them immediately. No questions asked. These children do deserve to have a chance to live and to have a chance to enjoy life healthy. Christianity does not want them to do that, and that is why I think that Christianity must be stopped. This delusional belief system is only going to cause more harm. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Let's get on with the article, guys. Now, church members reject modern medicine as a bedrock tenet of their faith, even as some have faced manslaughter charges in child deaths dating back 35 years. Now, one would think, guys, that these delusional Christians would learn from their mistakes after so many deaths. They didn't, unfortunately. They still hold on to this pathetic faith with the idea that things are going to change for the better. They are not going to change for the better because there is no truth to any of the things that they believe in. We see the evidence. We see that children are dying here. I honestly think that it would be great if these delusional Christians would pull their heads out of their asses and get things done. By get things done, I mean taking their children to actual doctors. This carnage that Christianity promotes has to come to an end. Until now, though, no leader in the sect has ever faced charges. All I can say to this is I am glad that these clowns are starting to be held accountable for their actions. Maybe these actions will change the minds of these delusional people. Maybe these actions will inject some logic into their everyday lives. That would be a good thing. With a routine course of antibiotics, 2-year-old Ella Foster would have almost certainly beaten the pneumonia that took her life in November. But her parents refused medical care and she succumbed shortly after they asked the Reverend Roland Foster to anoint her. I want you Christians who believe in this imaginary nonsense to take a look at these words and pay attention to them. Your actions can change the lives of innocent children for the better if you just throw this religious nonsense away like garbage. Or you guys can spend the rest of your lives in jail where you belong with your ridiculous beliefs, because that is what they are. Ridiculous. I have said this many times before, and I'm going to say it again. Children are vastly more important than Christianity will ever be, and that should be taken seriously. Now, before I do actually go, guys, I do want to take this opportunity to share a little more of this article with you. Now, Foster, age 72, pastor of a Faith Tabernacle Congregation Church district in Berks County, was charged with a felony this month under a state law requiring clergy members, teachers, and other mandated reporters to turn the names of suspected child abusers over to authorities for investigation. The law makes no exception for clergy who happen to be related to the abused child, as Foster was to Ella. Most states have similar laws that require clergy to report abuse. He was well aware of the fact that this child was in need of medical treatment, and he never reported it, nor do I believe that he ever had the intention to report it. Berks County District Attorney John Adams, whose office is prosecuting Foster, said in an interview, "One of the things that has always concerned me, guys, is the amount of these situations that go unreported. We all know that there are more of these cancerous belief systems everywhere in this country and around the world. I know that you Christians will probably get pissed when I say cancerous. The truth is the truth, though. Look at what this belief in a fairy tale is doing to these innocent children. They are dying. There are times in the past where I have said that the best weapon for situations like this is simply education. However, what good is education to people who think that a fairy tale is more important? Well, like I said earlier, the only answer that I can think of right now is to take their children away from them. If not, there is a chance that they will die. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I am extremely interested in seeing what you guys have to say about this. And I thank you all in advance.